As you come in, share the live with someone, hit the like button on LinkedIn, do whatever it is that y'all do over here. Let me get my LinkedIn up. Come on, you know. I'm waiting for LinkedIn to connect. Okay, I'm good to go. So good morning, happy Wednesday. It's today Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. My name is Renisha. What's up, Candace? My name is Renisha. I am an inner healing coach. I may trigger you, but I can help you heal. Today we're talking about burnout. Burnout, burnout, burnout. It's not about being busy. Sometimes it's about being bound. Okay, that's what we're talking about today. It's going to be a pretty quick live. So again, when you come in, hit the like button, share it with somebody. If you have a homegirl, even a homeboy, you know they've been struggling, they've been burnt out, whether they realize it or not. They keep piling on things, keep piling things onto their plate. They say things like, I'll rest when I'm dead, stuff like that. Share the live with them really fast, all right? So your burnout is not from a schedule necessarily. It can be from chains, okay? You can do less, and if you don't get free, you will still be exhausted, even if you do less. I'm gonna give y'all a minute or a few seconds to go grab a pen if you want to take notes, unless you're just typing it on your computer or putting it in your phone. All right. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna redefine burnout, because when you start talking about burnout, most people just automatically assume that, oh, okay, this person is working too much, or I'm working too much. Okay, if I just lighten my schedule, then I won't be burned out anymore. I'll be good if I take some days off, right? So the culture teaches us to blame busyness when we're talking about burnout. Long hours, no balance, the hustle and bustle. I'm grinding, I'm on my grind. All of that, that's what the culture teaches us. But the reality is there are two types of burnout. Write this down. There are two types of burnout. So there's busy burnout, and then there's bound, B-O-U-N-D burnout. Okay? Two types of burnout. So the busy burnout, that's surface level. This is where you have the physical exhaustion. This is where you have the lack of sleep, poor balance, overscheduled calendar. And I know some people don't like to use the word balance, but you better figure something out, okay? So some symptoms of being burned out because you're just too busy, you're fatigued, you have a lack of focus, and you need a vacation, okay? Some things that can fix that, if you're just dealing with the busy burnout, you can take a nap, and that will literally help you. Some of you, you can go on vacation and feel a whole lot better, okay? You can delegate things. Some of you, you want to be controlled. Yeah, this live is, you'll be able to watch it, the replay. Some of you, you want to be in control of everything. You want to micromanage. You need to delegate, and this will help you from being burnt out. And then some of you, if you learn how to manage your time better, because we all get the same 24 hours, right? Some of you, you struggle with time management. If you learn how to do that better, then that will literally help you. So that's the busy burnout, the surface level burnout. Now we're going to talk about the bound, B-O-U-N-D burnouts. When you're talking about this, now we're at the root level. As you're coming in on YouTube and on LinkedIn, can you please hit the like button? I don't even know if there's a like button on LinkedIn to hit. But if you're on LinkedIn and you're watching me, welcome. All right. So the bound burnout, now we're talking about getting to the root of the matter. It's not just surface level. Okay. So bound burnout, you're dealing with emotional and spiritual exhaustion. This is something a nap can't fix. Also, this comes from inner chains. Inner chains like people pleasing, perfectionism, unmet expectations, and things like that. So some symptoms of you dealing with burnout at the root level, you can rest, One second, y'all. I'm so sorry. One second. Sorry. Quick station break. One second, y'all. All right, I apologize for that. So when you're talking about being burned out at the root level, some symptoms, you can rest, but you still wake up tired. So you're sleeping, but you're still waking up tired. Okay? That's one sign. Also, you may check off goals, but you still feel empty. So you're checking off your to-do list, your goals for the day, the week, the month, the year, whatever, but you still feel empty. Also, you can't enjoy your success. Brian Anderson, are you my cousin? That's my last name. All right. So, some ways that you can fix this: inner healing. Candace, did they say something bad? Thank you. I can't see your name, but thank you. Some ways that you can fix this root level burnout: healing. You can work on inner healing. All right. Inner healing, breaking chains. That's deliverance, doing the deliverance work, and releasing what God has never asked you to carry. So I'll go back over it real quick. What's up, Dr. Audrey? Did he say something bad, Candace? I couldn't see. I know he was asking me to see my tattoo, but Lord. All right, so busy burnout, real quick. This is the surface level burnout. This is where you can take a nap and that'll help. You can go on vacation, that'll help. All right, you can delegate authority to others or learn how to manage your time better, and that will actually help you. But when you're dealing with burnout at the root level, a mental block, so you could be dealing with burnout or something else. I can't see your name, but all right, when you're talking about it at the root level, you have things going on internally. A nap is not going to fix it. Going to sleep is not going to fix it. Going on vacation is not going to fix it. You have to work on inner healing. You have to confront stuff. Some people, they just want to suppress, and never confront it. And they feel like in their minds, well, if I ignore it and pretend like it's not there, then it'll be fine. It doesn't work like that. I'm good because I'm not addressing it. I promise you. It does not work like that. And if you don't start addressing stuff, it's going to come back and haunt you later. It can be years later. It can be decades later. It's going to come back and haunt you. Okay? So, let's talk about some examples. Sorry. Some of you can go on vacation. You can sleep all weekend long, delegate tasks, and you still come back tired. That's because your body is rested, but your soul is still carrying chains. You can't get real rest if your mind is still in turmoil. If you're still being tormented, you are not getting real rest like that. It does not work like that, okay? You can stay at a 5-star luxury resort. It's almost like, yeah, staying at a 5-star luxury resort, and then you come back with the luggage full of bricks. Y'all know how people go on vacation and they come back, and some of them have to buy extra luggage because of all the shopping and stuff that they did when they were on vacation. Yeah, it's like you're coming back from a 5-star retreat with a ton of bricks. Okay? The location changed, but the weight is still following you because you're not addressing it. Some of you, you're not tired because of the meetings that you have on your calendar. You're tired because of the expectations of your heart, on your heart. And I know my voice is like going in and out. Sorry, y'all. But you're not tired because of what's on your calendar. It's the expectations. Okay? Once you understand that what burnout is, you'll realize, okay, it's way deeper than just being busy. busy, trying to correct this busyness. And then you can go in and fix it. But you have to deal with the inner chains, the things that are quietly wearing you down. Okay? So let's talk about the 4 invisible chains. These chains don't make you tired. Sorry, y'all. These chains don't make you tired. They make you bound, and they keep you bound. Number 1, people pleasing. If you're dealing with this, you don't even have to say it in the comments. Just say ouch if you know this is you. People pleasing. You are living for approval. Literally. Okay? You are saying yes to everybody. You don't know how to say no. Saying no is like a curse word. It doesn't matter how tired you are. It doesn't matter what's on your schedule, what's on your plate. You're still going to say yes to something because I don't know what's going on with YouTube. You're still going to say yes even when everything in you is screaming no because you have issues saying no. All right, so you're exhausted, but you'll still answer the phone. You'll still attend the event. You'll still say yes to another project because I don't want to disappoint anybody. So it doesn't matter how I feel. I'm just going to push through. Okay, that's insane. And what happens is when you do that, when you live to please people, when you live for their approval, there's a loss of boundaries, there's a loss of self, and then there's resentment. You don't have boundaries. If you can't say no to people, you don't have boundaries. There's nothing you can say to convince me that you do, because you can't even say no. All right? Then you start losing yourself because why? You're living to please others. You want their approval. If they're not clapping for you, you think something is wrong with you. Then you're going to start to build up resentment. You're bitter. Don't even know why. Just bitter, angry, mad at everybody, mad at the world. Can't give anybody a nice word. People that don't even know you, you go out in the streets, you can't even talk to these folk nice. Okay? You can't heal when your yes is owned by everyone except God. All right? You can't heal when your yes is owned by everyone except God. So that's number 1, the first invisible change. You struggle with people pleasing. Then there's number 2, perfectionism. Whatever you do is never enough because you think everything is supposed to be perfect. All right? You're believing the lie that your worth is tied to flawless performance. You believe that lie and you're bound by it. Can't even enjoy your life because you're so busy trying to be perfect. What this looks like, spending hours to redo a presentation, or you're doing a presentation and you spend 2 hours on one slide. It is never that serious. It ain't that deep. 2 hours on the same slide because you're going back, changing this, changing that. What if this looks like? What if I sound crazy? Okay? Perfectionism. Never launching the business. You find excuses to not launch. You find excuses to not do whatever it is that God has called you to do. 10 years has gone by and you have 10,000 excuses for the 10 years as to why you have not started it yet. And you think in your mind that you have time. You think in your mind that God is just going to give you grace and mercy and you can start, okay, all right. Also, over editing your content. Sometimes you just need to put it out. This over editing will keep you stuck. Now your phone is full with all of this stuff that you've been holding on to for years. Just videos you haven't released yet because it's not perfect. Then you tear yourself down for minor mistakes. Baby, people don't have to come from the outside to tear you down. You do a very good job, honey. Sir, ma'am, you do a very good job with tearing yourself down so nobody else has to come. You don't have to come from the outside, okay? 1 second, y'all. All right, so that's the second one. This costs you, it causes you to strive endlessly. You may get success, but you're not going to have joy. And there is no peace, even though you have all of these accomplishments, all of these degrees, all of these accolades, all of these letters behind your name. You have all of this, but you have absolutely no peace, okay? Baby, perfection is just a pretty prison. Perfection is just a pretty prison. So number one, we're talking about the four invisible chains. Number one is people pleasing, living for their approval. Number two is perfectionism, never enough. Let me reset the room real quick if you're just coming in. My name is Renisha. I'm an inner healing coach. I may trigger you, but I can help you heal. Today we're talking about burnout. Isn't just being busy. Sometimes it's about being bound. So if you always think that burnout is about busyness, you need to stick around, all right? Number three, another chain, you're carrying expectations. So you have the weight of other people's dreams, all right? It could be the culture that you live under. It could be your family and what they expect from you, what they want you to do. It could be your workplace. It could be your church. But all of these expectations, they were never yours to carry. Let me tell you something. I said I'm going to do a whole separate video about this. That's what I said. Lord have mercy. I'm going to leave that alone. I'll do a video. But you have to be careful, even in church, with these expectations. They teach you to serve the leader, serve the vision of the house. And that's fine. I believe in serving. But I don't need you to forget what God has called you to do. You're not about to get caught up in what God gave somebody else. And then you forget what he's called you to do. And there was something that happened recently where a leader that I believe is integral, who I trust, he misspoke. And please, this carrying expectations and the weight of others' dreams, I don't want to cross-pollinate. I'll address that later. All right. Living under other people's expectations will literally kill you. All right. So sometimes it looks like choosing a career path because this is what is expected. Sometimes it's expected of your family. A lot of times, oh, I want you to be a doctor. I want you to be a lawyer. I want you to be this. I want you to be that. And it's like, well, you should have been that. Or sometimes the parents, the grandparents, they are that, and they want you to follow in their footsteps. But that's, you have absolutely no desire to do it. Some of you still choose that path anyway. All right? They look good on paper, but it's starving your soul. And you're constantly asking, what will people think? When you're carrying other people's expectations, you are going to be emotionally exhausted, and you're going to end up living disconnected from your true calling. I'll just say this. If a leader, if you're serving a pastor, they die, now you're the pastor of the church. God did not call you to fulfill their assignments. I'm going to do a video on it later. It's probably going to be called like Moses is dead or something like that. God did not call you to fulfill they're dead. Okay? You're not burned out because of what's on your calendar. You're burned out because of what's on your shoulders. It's because of what you're carrying. The weight of everybody else. I just want to please everybody else. I'm really living for everybody else, even if I don't want to come out and admit it. This is what's wrong with you. And then number four, chain number four, you're trying to prove your worth to people. You're trying to prove your value to people. I was about to say another word. You're trying to prove your value to ninjas that really don't matter. They don't even know who they are. But you're trying to prove your value to them. You're stuck in this constant validation loop. What's up, Abigail? I said I was going to give was it Abigail? That I said I was going to give my daughter? That was before something happened. What's up, Abigail? You're constantly in this loop of validation. You're always striving to earn love, to earn acceptance, to earn recognition. You want to be in the in crowd. screw them disrespectfully. Okay? So what this look like, you got the degree, the title, the money, the relationship, you got all of this. Yet you still feel like it's not enough because you're trying to prove something to somebody that really doesn't, they're irrelevant. They're irrelevant. Okay? This is going to cost you. It's going to have you feeling chronically empty inside. It's going to make you anxious. You're going to be dealing with anxiety. I know y'all, we're in a culture now where they wear anxiety like a name badge, like they're proud. They wear it like a tattoo. They are proud. God never called you to carry anxiety. Okay? And then you're going to deal with comparison, the spirit of comparison, because you're constantly in this loop of validation. So now, when you see they post something on social media, now you're comparing yourself. They're posting, it doesn't even matter what it is. And I already told y'all to stop looking at what people post on social media because it is an illusion. People are posting what they want you to see. You can look at a person, you can look at their pictures and their videos and think, oh, they're so happy. Their marriage is perfect. This is perfect. They don't have anything wrong. And those people are miserable as... Don't compare yourself. Don't compare your life to anybody else's. Because there are people out here that you want to be in their position or you think you do. And they're like, no, I really wish I was in your position. Okay? There's no amount of proving that's ever going to replace being chosen. I need you to know that you are chosen. That's it. That's all. And I'm not going as fast as I want to go, so I'm going to try to speed it up a little bit, all right? So these 4 chains, if you didn't catch it, you can catch the replay. They're invisible, but they're also extremely heavy. And as long as you're carrying them, no amount of self-care is going to give you real rest. You don't need another nap, boo. You need freedom. Period. Okay? Now let's talk about why surface fixes don't work. Why these surface level fixes don't work. So we have relief and we have healing. Relief and healing. What relief looks like? Spa days, vacation, which I need one now, dear God. I'm trying to figure out where I want to go. I need another vacation. Spa days, vacations, bubble baths, if you're into that. I think baths are disgusting if you don't take a shower first. So please shower first. And then if you want to take your bath, go ahead. Even therapy and isolation, okay? So these activities, they provide relief. They refresh your body, but they don't release your soul. It's like putting a cold compress on a broken bone, baby. It soothes, but doesn't set anything back in place. Then there are healing activities. This is when you grow up, you mature, and you start to do the inner work. This is when the chains start breaking for real, when you start addressing stuff. This is when you're spiritually renewed because you're going after the root of what's affecting you and not just the symptoms. A lot of times people focus on the symptoms, but you have got to address the root. There's a lady who is a therapist. I do not know her. I just heard her say she's a real root worker. I was like, dang, I get it. But if I start saying that, y'all don't think I'm talking about something else. No, that's the real root work. When you go deep to find out what in the world is actually going on, what's causing these symptoms. Okay? So without addressing the invisible chains, relief is temporary, and that burnout is going to come right back. It's going to come back, and it's going to come back quickly. Okay? And you have to understand that the prison is invisible. You can change your scenery, but if the prison is in your soul, you'll carry it everywhere you go. This is why you can move to another state, you can move to another city, you can move to another country, you can switch jobs, you can change churches, you can get a new pastor. And it's still the same thing because you're carrying this crap everywhere you go. The problem isn't the location, it's the luggage that you're carrying. Dubai. Everybody wants to go to Dubai. I want to go to Dubai too. Dubai is beautiful. Beautiful. But if you go to Dubai, and you still carrying all these chains and this perfectionism and people pleasing, you're gonna be in Dubai bound. You're gonna be in Dubai taking these pictures, these selfies, doing these vlogs, still bound, still miserable, still not happy. Okay? All right. So let me give you an example, especially for LinkedIn, right? You're a professional woman, you're the top executive, you're closing deals, baby, you flying first class, you're flying in a day, you're flying in and out different states in business meeting, you're getting the bag, you have the designer clothes, but baby, in the car, you still crying. After the meeting, maybe even in the airport bathroom, you're in tears. Not because of the work, but because of the weight of what you're carrying. So once again, it's like booking a 5-star suite, but dragging your chains into the room with you. The bed is plush, but your soul can't rest. You lay back on the bed, you fall back. Y'all know how you fall back on the bed. Fall back on the bed, and you have chains everywhere. I wish I had some chains. I like doing demonstrations. I said if I was one of those churchy preachers that people actually booked for stuff, they're not gonna book me to come to their church because I'll probably tear it up, but I would have to have demonstrations. I wish I had chains, heavy, thick chains. That's what I'm seeing. You laying back on the bed, but you got these heavy chains on your, I'm seeing it on your wrist, on your elbow, on your legs, on your ankles. You still carrying this weight. Okay? Some of you can take a spa day. You feel real relaxed for 3 hours. You got the massage, all the spa treatments, you got the facial, the mud bath. You have all of this, and then your phone dings and anxiety comes flooding back just like that because your phone went off. It comes back just like that. All right? Relief is what the world offers, but Jesus didn't come to give you temporary relief. He came to give you rest for your soul. John 14 verse 27 says, my peace I give you, not as the world gives. My peace, the peace of the Lord, the peace that surpasses your very understanding, peace that won't be taken away. God is not an Indian giver. He's not going to give you the peace and then snatch it back. If you're in a place where you know you're struggling with your peace, don't try to blame God. Baby, it's you. You're the problem. My name is Renisha. I'm an inner healing coach, and I can help you heal, even though I may trigger you. Okay? You the problem. Somebody needs to tell you that. I don't know who needs to hear it. You're the problem. All right? So this is going to separate the self-care culture from the deeper prophetic healing that you need. There's nothing wrong with self-care. Y'all know I talk about self-care. I believe you need self-care. Okay? So please don't get up here talking about Renisha was talking against self-care. Don't be slow. Don't be the opposite of smart. Sorry. But self-care cannot take the place of inner healing if that's what you need. You need something deeper. Self-care ain't gonna replace that, boo-boo. Okay? So surface fixes can soothe you. 28 minutes, okay. Surface fixes can soothe you, but they cannot free you. God did not call you to survive off temporary relief. He called you to live in lasting freedom. The Bible says, when the Son makes free, is free indeed. He made you free. That was his original intent for your life. Freedom. Comment that in the chat. Just put that word, freedom. Freedom. That was literally his original intent. Let's talk about the truth as it relates to rest. And for those of you that follow me on Instagram, you saw what I put in my stories today. I was like, y'all won't listen to me, so listen to her. You saw what I put in my stories, okay? Let's talk about the truth about rest. Rest was never meant to just be physical. It was designed by God to be holistic. Hold on, I'm getting a call. Hopefully you can, oh God, I don't know how to clear it out. Hopefully you can still hear me on YouTube. Anyway, I'll repeat it. I don't know how to clear the screen. Somebody's trying to call. Okay, so let me repeat it on YouTube in case it went out just now. I was getting a call. The truth about rest. Rest was never meant to just be physical. It was designed by God to be holistic, okay? So you can lie down for 8 hours and still wake up exhausted if your soul is still bound. This is why some of you sleep and you're sleeping extra amount of hours or whatever, but you still feel drained because there's something else going on. It's something deeper. So real rest is restoration at the soul level, your mind, your emotions, and your spirit, not just your body. All of the things. Okay? Matthew chapter 11, verses 28 through 30 says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest for your souls." Jesus isn't just promising naps, spa days, or lighter schedules. He doesn't have a problem with any of that stuff, but he promised you rest for your soul. And a lot of people aren't walking in this rest because they don't even want to address it. They just want to keep suppressing it, like, oh, I'm good. Nothing's bothering me. Okay, and this is why these surface fixes, they don't last. Because they don't touch your soul. Okay? So healing is going to break chains so that when you do get rest, you're actually restored. You can write that down. Healing breaks chains so rest can actually restore you. You don't need another break, boo. You need breakthrough. Some of you need a break and breakthrough. All right? And rest isn't just a weekend off. It's freedom at the root level. All right? Some of this I'm going to skip over. Okay, so when you see rest the way God designed it, you'll stop chasing temporary relief and start to seek after lasting freedom. This means that the next step has to be practical. So how do you identify and release what is keeping you bound? I'm going to give you some questions that you can reflect on. You can journal on in private later, okay? Ask yourself, question number 1, where am I still performing? Right now, I'm giving you reflection questions, okay? Ask yourself, where am I still performing? Am I working to be seen? Am I working to be approved? Am I trying to be validated? Or am I working from a place of rest? Am I building to be seen, to be acknowledged, to go viral? Or am I building out of obedience from God from a rested place? Ask yourself, do I over-deliver because I'm afraid of being overlooked? Question number 2, who am I still carrying? My God. Renisha, you're preaching better than they're saying amen. Ask yourself, who am I still carrying? Just a plug, if you haven't gotten my burden release method, it used to be called the burden bearers release, but the burden release method, if you have not gotten that, it's a 7-day detox, emotional detox. Go get it. Go to my pin site page, scroll until you find it, the burden release method, okay? Ask yourself, who am I still carrying? Whose expectations weigh on me? Is it my parents? My grandparents? Is it my spouse? Is it my boss? Is it my pastor? Is it the leader at church that I'm under? Is it the culture? Is it what society says? Whose expectations are weighing on me? Somebody gonna get free today. Also ask yourself, what roles am I still performing that God didn't ask me to? What am I still doing? Because there are some things that are seasonal. Some assignments are seasonal. So what do you still have? What do you still have your hands in? What are you still mixing in? That God said, okay, that's been over. I'm over here. What are you doing? All right. Now I want y'all to really answer those questions later. Okay, journal that stuff later and unpack it. Okay. Now I'm going to do a quick activation. I think, yeah, I'm almost done. A quick activation to help you all. If you need assistance with that, you can also DM me the word bound. Where am I live at? Yeah, I'm live on LinkedIn. LinkedIn, you can DM me. YouTube, I don't know, send me an email. If you purchased a product from me though, from Pinsight and you're on YouTube, there's a chat feature where you can actually send me a message on Pinsight. All right, you just have to find it. I'm going to lead you all into release. Okay? Repeat after me. Repeat after me. Father, today I lay down false expectations. I will no longer carry what you never assigned to me. I release the weight of people pleasing, perfectionism, and performance. And if you're seeing this on LinkedIn, please make sure you repeated this too. A lot of you all are in the office and you need this. High functioning, 6 and 7 figure salaries. And on the inside, you're tore up. Okay? Repeat after me. I declare I am free from proving my worth because I'm already chosen. I declare perfectionism is broken and excellence flows from rest, not striving. I declare I am not bound by expectations, but led by your calling. And there's a personal example I can use with that, but I'm not going, because of the state of it, I'm not going to do it. But listen, you better be obeying God. People will have all these expectations. Well, when are you going to do this? When are you going to do that? I think you should do this. No. I'm going to do what God calls me to do first. I'm obeying Him first. Okay? So I just decree and declare over you that the chains are broken even now. Some of you, you're going to sleep tonight and wake up with a peace that you have not felt in years. In years. And it's not because you did less, but because you actually laid the weight down. Because you actually cast your burdens on the Lord. Okay? So this is what it looks like when burnout becomes breakthrough. When you stop surviving off of temporary relief and start living in freedom. Please remember, real rest doesn't come from doing less. It comes from being free. Some of you, you have chains on your mind. Like I said, if you need help with this, you can DM me the word bound. Only if you're ready to journey and do the work for real. Don't waste my time. Respectfully, don't waste my time, okay? Also, for those of, for women that are on here listening, if you're looking for a safe place to heal, to rebuild your identity, to gain community, draw strength from other women with the like mindset, Daddy's Daughter Society. Join my online membership, okay? Only $37 a month. Baby, that is nothing, all right? You can finally come in here, put the change down and pick up peace, but again, you have to do the work. So I can upload the videos, I can go live and pray with you, I can upload these journal reflections and all of that. If you don't want to do the work, it's not going to happen. I'm not a genie, I'm not a magician. This is not I'm going to just join because I want to be able to talk to Renisha one-on-one. baby, I can't make things happen for you. You have to grow up, stop looking for people to hold your hand, and you're going to have to do the work. So if you don't even want to do the work, don't bother joining daddy's daughters. Don't even bother, because you're going to have to put the work in. Okay? You get out what you put in. Also, just another quick reminder, those of you that have been you've been procrastinating booking a one-on-one with me. I don't know if you saw, well, those on my email list, I sent an email. I also made a post, I think last week, that one-on-one slot for just one session. This is the last month you can book that, because I realized with what I do, one session is not enough. We're talking about inner healing. It took years, some of you your whole life, to get bound. Okay? All of these generational curses and all this stuff that you're dealing with. One session is not going to fix it. So after this month, and I'm only leaving it up just because I already had it up there, I don't want to just take it away, but if you've been someone who kept saying, oh, I'm going to book a one-on-one with Tanisha, I'm going to get a one-on-one, baby, this is your last chance. Because after that, I'm taking away this one option, and then if you want to work with me, it's going to have to be at least 4 session minimum. So the 4 session package is going to be the minimum way you can work with me one-on-one. So if you have been putting it off because you like to procrastinate, it's almost 2026. Today is August 20th. Some of you all year, you've been saying you were going to book a one-on-one with me. That option is going away. You have like a week and a half left, literally. After that, it's going to have to be at least a 4 session bundle, because again, I don't like for my time to be wasted. I don't like playing with other people's time. If we're going to do this, we're going to do this. Okay? Now, I'm done. Went a little bit longer than I planned on it because I have a deliverance session tomorrow, and y'all know how it is when I got a deliverance session, child. So I'm about to get up out of here. I love y'all. If you need anything, go to my pin site page, my healing suite on my YouTube channel. Go to my YouTube page. It will be linked at the top on LinkedIn. It should be on my LinkedIn profile. If not, just DM me and we can talk about what you need. What is today? Today is Wednesday. I may be back, I don't know, Friday or Saturday with another live. We'll see what happens. All right, until then, I love y'all in the LinkedIn. My prayer is that you heal and that you heal well. My prayer is that you rest and that you rest well. And my prayer is that you stop living from what other people expect from you. You stop living other people's dreams and expectations and by their rules. I pray that you obey God swiftly. I pray that you stop leaning on this crutch thinking that you have all this time. I just graduated high school yesterday. I was talking to one of my cousins a few weeks ago, and we were talking about our ages. I was like, this is insane, because it literally feels like I just graduated high school yesterday. Stop thinking you have all this time. Stop thinking you can play with God and obey Him whenever you feel like it, and do whatever it is He's called you to do. Do the inner work so you can heal for real. The people around you, you're draining them. I was about to say something else. I know it's time for me to get off. You're draining them. You're draining your spouse. You're draining your parents. You're draining your children. You're draining your friends. You're draining your co-workers. The team, if you have a team under you, you're draining them. You're draining everybody, because you won't do the work to heal. I wish I still had LinkedIn up. I shared a post from Instagram that I came across last week, and it was talking about, it basically said how people don't address how draining it is to deal with people who refuse to heal. And there are so many walking around, but I have learned to, you don't even get access to me anymore. If you just want to stay stuck, okay. I don't have time. And sometimes it's women, we're so nurturing by nature. We want to help everybody and fix everybody, baby. Stay bound, because you're not about to drain it out of me. All right, love y'all, bye.